What's up, folks? Well, I guess if you're tuning into this video, you're looking for your solar ready solar connections. I've got a 2017 Forrest Vibe, or an extreme light, and it has solar ready right on top of it. But for the life of me, I couldn't figure out where the cables go. And I've actually looked online. I've looked at forums and stuff like that. So got a little bit of ideas, so I started searching and I finally figured it out. It's actually pretty kind of uncool how they do this, because they don't tell you anything that's going on. So my Vibe has the solar ready connections on the roof. Here, I will show you. Right over there. Nice and ready to go. I mean, nicely put. I mean, it's weatherproofed and waterproofed and everything, so it's all good there. But then you don't know where they're going. So, let me get down. So I kind of went up in my trailer. This is my travel trailer. It's a mess because I've been working on this and I got excited that I figured it out. So, haven't cleaned up yet. But anyway, so I made it up to here, because in my roof, the panel, the connection is a little somewhere above here, but I couldn't get to it, couldn't see it. I rummaged through the walls. There's actually some paneling, if you can see on the inside where those screws are. So I thought maybe there's some wires down there. I have no idea why they even put that there, but there was nothing there. It was just basically wall. Anyway, I got kind of crazy smart. I wouldn't call it crazy smart, just maybe smart. Anyway, I took my fan, the shroud off at the bottom, and I was able to look, which I can't really do very well in here. I was able to look in there. I'll put some pictures that I have. In this video, to look in there and find the cable, the connection, and all they did was put about a half a foot of the red and black connection wire. Then they connected their own wires, which are probably like, I don't know, 10-12 gauge of a white and a white red. So anyway, so I sat here looking, trying to figure out that. I was looking under the fridge. I was looking under the furnace or stove, and then the furnace, wiring here in the kitchen. And somebody told me that to look in the control panel, which my control panel is actually right here. And it was up like this. And so I took this out to see if there's anything up there, and I couldn't find anything. I found a bunch of wires, different wires. But the cool thing is, they were actually right there. They were tucked up right here, wound up right here. So at least I figured that was what my wires were, because in the kitchen, in the bathroom over there where I looked and I found my connection, the wire was coming this direction. So I actually thought it dropped down behind the fridge and then would go down, because most likely with solar, they're going to go to the battery. You know, should be connected to the battery. So anyway, so what I did, they had, and I'll put a picture in here too of the picture that I took, because I don't have it right now. They had a wound up right here. And as you can see right now, I've got my solar going because I was testing the wiring and stuff like that. So my little charge controller, I have one panel, and we're going right there. So anyway, so I had the two sets of wires, which is basically these two. One was just cut off, and the other one was capped with these kind of caps. So what I did is I took a multimeter and I tested the connection on one of them with the caps, and I had 13.7 volts, which is basically 12 volts. It means they're connected to my battery. Then what I did with the other ones, I had to find out, see if there's a connection. So I took my what's it called, solar cable, connected it to the top, ran them down here, and then I connected them to my multimeter, and then under the ohms, I tested to see if there's a connection with these other wires that are coming down. And there was, meaning that I've got a full circuit all the way around, and that means these other cables that they had in here were from the solar. So I basically, at that point, was like, I'm ready to go. So I hooked it all up, and bam, now it's working. Now, I don't know if I want to have the charging controller here or what have you. Like I said, I'm just testing it. I'm just making this video just to kind of help people out, because I sat looking and I gave up. I did research on forums. People are asking, you know, this stuff, because these guys, they do solar ready, and then they don't tell you, because they want you to go to the dealer and have it do it, you know, or something like that. Some people will do that. I would recommend, if you're buying a new RV or a trailer or anything like that, or recreational, make sure you ask them, especially if they tell you, they sell it to you like it's solar ready, ready to go. Tell them how. Where's the cables? Where do the cables go? So you know, so you can do it yourself, because a lot of people can do this solar stuff themselves. And, you know, as long as you know where they're at, you're golden. Now, I know mine goes to the battery. I'm still going to do a little more research to make sure, see if I can follow all the way through, go to the front of the coach, because my batteries are in the front. But at least I know that where the solar connection is up in the roof, and where the wires come down to here. After that, I can figure out what I want to do. So that's all I want to say. Again, somebody told me that they would be by the panel. So wherever your control, let me kind of show that your controls. This controls my awning. This shows my battery level, my tank level, opens my slide and all that. Around that. And like I said, this goes up, pins up here against the wall, and those wires were actually tucked up there, not here. They were up there. So you might want to take the panel off to double check. And I did find one video a gentleman did show his wires were actually just kind of laying behind his distribution panel. I did look in there. I didn't find mine in there. But that would be one source that you could look, that it's over there. And stuff. And these travel trailers, it's kind of hard to find the wiring, because especially on here, everything's under the chassis, and then they have that corrugated paneling that goes up there, which is kind of thick and heavy and hard to, you know, maneuver if you unscrew everything to look. But that's where all the wiring goes. So but I hope this helps somebody. I hope you can get over your frustration and be able to hook up your solar if you'd like, or at least find out where they're at. So, hope you like this video. If it does help you, just hit the like button. And I don't make any videos, so you need to subscribe. But I hope I helped you. Take care. Bye.